Hello once again, Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and Hasbro has delivered. Oh yes, hey, they have delivered it. Hey, boy, have they delivered. Yikes. We've got not one, not two, but three. Actually, four. I needed a box, so there was actually two of these, and one of them I opened up, and then I just decided to put the two together. So I'm sorry if I spoiled the magic, but anyway. It is, oh, and by the way, at the time of this recording, Happy Life Day. You can see it somewhere, right? Happy Life Day. It is, in fact, the weekend of Life Day. Now, what is Life Day to some of the uninitiated? I always have to say it because people don't realize it. First, it was this, I guess you can say it was this time 88, 98, 2008 to 18. So 46 years ago. 46 years ago this week that the holiday special, the Star Wars holiday special was indeed aired. And it did indeed air. Once and only once. And only because of some very good recordings that were made by video cassettes somewhere in, I think, the Chicago area. I forget where. We have a bootleg version of it. It's on YouTube now. Check it out. It's weird. That's all I'm going to say. It's weird. I love it. I have an affectionate feeling of nostalgia based on not only the Star Wars, of course, itself. All the original cast was in it. There were great sound effects. There was great music used. But it was a weird story about Chewbacca and his family, and it was kind of strange. But in celebration of Life Day, yes. At the time of this recording, all of my recordings done early, so this might actually be way past this. A Life Day itself happens around November 17th. I think that's the date of it. But that's just the anniversary of when the holiday special came out. Since then, Disney, after they acquired Star Wars, has kind of played around with the Life Day thing. They've kind of stretched it. They started it off as a Wookiee holiday, similar to Christmas, and they kind of made it more universal in Star Wars. If you go to Galaxy's Edge in Disney's Hollywood Studios or Disneyland, they actually sell merchandise related to it. They wish people Happy Life Day. They do a lot of things. I'd like them to do more, and I hope that they do more. But for now, we do get a little bit of more official thing that was mentioned in The Mandalorian. There was a Lego Life Day or holiday special that talked about Life Day, so it's in canon now. There's been multiple times where people have mentioned it. So there we go. So Happy Life Day, or belated Life Day if you're watching this later, which you will be. Let's talk Hasbro. All right, we're gonna go from the small to the large. Okay, we got two figures here. We got first we have the Mandalorian Imperial base, which, yeah, it's just another repack, but it does come with a white jetpack. Okay, this is 312A. 312A. So I'm not quite sure why it's A. With the help of R5-D4 and with Grogu at his side, the newly escaped Din Djarin fights his way through the Imperial base to find and confront Moff Gideon. So this is kind of like the Season 3 kind of big, huge climactic end. It's a little bit bent. So not all that great, Hasbro. Could do better. Please do better. All right, but that's okay. I'll hang it up next to the other 312. And then we have, of course, at the time of this recording, not yet out, Skeleton Crew. I'm sure, I hate to sound like a cynic, but I'm sure it'll get a lot of hate. But it looks fun to me. It looks like Goonies. It looks like I think they're trying to capture that Stranger Things, Goonies kind of vibe with this. This is Jod Nanawood, I guess. And makes me wonder if he's really a Jedi or if he's really faking it. So who knows? We'll find out. This is VC310. When four kids make a mysterious discovery on their seemingly safe home planet, they get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy. Finding their way home, meeting unlikely allies and enemies, will be a greater adventure than they have ever imagined. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I hope it's good. I have not been disappointed with any Star Wars streaming content yet, so I'm sure it's going to be fine for me. All right, opening up the medium size, almost biggest box, and we get, I already can tell it's vintage looking. I love when it's vintage looking. We've got the Armorer's Forge. Yes, the Armorer's Forge. It's so funny, like 2 times this week I had ordered something thinking that it was something I thought I didn't order. I just forgot, and then it turned out that I did order it. It became public. It was pre-ordered, and then when I saw it in other places, it kind of was getting delivered. Oh, I love this. I love the vintage boxes. I mean, it just looks like it's right out of the original thing. So we're opening it. We're unboxing. This is an unboxing channel. We're going to unbox. But I want to keep the box sturdy so that I can put it back. Okay, we got our... Oop, that's just our thing. Looks like our little instructions. Okay. All right, so let me run this on high speed. Okay, so this is the Armorer's Forge. It comes with 2 figures, technically. It comes with VC331, the Armorer. Okay. I don't know if there has been another Armorer figure. I think there has. I need to try to find me a loose Armor figure so that I can get a loose Armor figure here. So I'm going to keep my eyes open. The problem with it is that the vintage collection figures are not as common. Some of them are, but some of them aren't. So I got to kind of do some research and see what I can find. But this one will stay carded, and I'll see if I can track down another one. And then we've got our little, obviously the Forge here. I mean, it's a simple little, it's more of a diorama. I mean, the play set is nice. There isn't a lot of play feature with it. It's just got, it comes with a little Grogu there. There he is. And it also comes with 3 helmets. Now, interestingly enough, the helmets look like, they don't look like you can just, they all have like, I think they're all set up in such a way that you can maybe put them, I don't even know where, honestly. They look like they have like a thing you can rest them on, so I don't know if that's supposed to just store them here or maybe just kind of hang them off here. No, they don't want to hang. So I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't really say where. I'll have to look and see if there's any pictures that probably right in front of me and I'm missing it, but that's all right. So that is the armor. That is, or the armor and the Armorer's Forge. Again, I love. I mean, for me, these are meant to be. I'm gonna just stick all of these in here so I don't lose them. And these, to me, are meant to be like diorama style figures. Like things to do. And I've been starting to thin out my collection a little bit, so I have a little bit of room for that, and I'm excited about that. So, and then of course you've got this amazing, like just totally vintage style box art, even on the sides, right? You got little close-ups there, very much done in the same way. Now, I'm not exactly sure. There's no electronics to it, so I don't know if something lights up or what. I'm not sure. I have the tools kind of set up on the Forge itself, so very, very cool. So awesome. I'm actually going to put this guy back here at some place. I'm gonna have to realign my base there. All right, and that leaves us with what I think I know what this is. Because I've been seeing other people posting. We got it. We got from Ahsoka. The E-Wing, New Republic E-Wing, and KE4 N4. Oh, so exciting. This is, now, I'm going to be honest. I want to see what the number is. If the Ahsoka droid is not numbered, I'm going to take it out of the package. All right. Again, we got this amazing thing here. All right. Let me go to high speed again. Get you past this part. Yeah, but by the time you're done seeing this, that high speed is probably like 3 seconds, but that's all right. This was a very, very easy thing. Okay, bad news. KE4N4 VC341. Hasbro, what are you doing? Can you just make this a 000 card or a B card or a C card? Or at the very least, can you include 2? I'll pay a little extra if you give me 1 in the card and 1 loose. But look at that. Now, for those who are, for the uninitiated, okay, KEN-N4 made a very, very brief appearance in the episode of, probably the first episode of Ahsoka. This ship was chasing down Sabine in her speeder bike. And the thing about this droid, though, I can bring you an original R2. See, when Kenner was designing these droids back in the 70s, the R2 droid, they didn't have a lot to go on. They had a few photos and whatnot, and they just kind of took some liberties. Okay, so this, when you look at the way this R2 looks. We're going to try that again. When you look at the way this R2 looks, let me try this again without knocking my cable over. Okay. You see how it's got this little, it's hard to see from there, but it's got this almost tear. See the tear there, right there? You've got the big red, blue circle, you got the little tiny red dot, and you got this one that's kind of like a tear, right? That's not anywhere on an R2 unit at all in the movie. Until we got to Ahsoka, where if you look very closely, if I can do this without a reflection, right next to his, basically, he's got the same kind of look as R2, including the tear. So that's what people were real excited about with this droid. Thankfully, other astromech droids do in fact fit inside the E-Wing. So E-Wings have actually been around. They've actually had they've had you know, like in EU and things of that nature. So, but this is the ship, really cool. I guess it sort of looks like the letter E, right? I have it with the landing gear down. Okay. I will be honest, it's a little bit plain. It doesn't have, you know, I kind of miss the old days where they had sound effects, even if it was just a little and a little light. But they don't really do a lot of that with the ships, mainly to keep the cost down, which I totally get. I understand. It's a great vehicle. It's not too heavy, and it just, but it does have very little. I mean, the wings pretty much could come off, so it doesn't really have much other than just kind of fun maneuverability like that. Okay, so I'll find a place for it, and of course we have to talk about the box again. The wonderful with the Ahsoka logo, Star Wars Ahsoka logo. And by the way, these logos, the original Star Wars Empire Jedi, were not designed by Lucasfilm. They may have been approved by Lucasfilm, but they were designed by Kenner. So Hasbro designing these in a similar vein, I'm all for it. Love it. And you're gonna get you got some close-ups of the landing gear and of the droid, where the droid goes. Just some good. All you need is some rando kid to be in the background playing with it, and it would be very much like the 70s. So really loving it. Just, you know, keep it up, Hasbro. I mean, you don't have to give us a lot each year. In fact, as someone who is limited on space and budget, I'd appreciate pulling back a little bit. But you know, a ship here, like a new ship here, maybe one new ship a year, a couple of new little play sets, really dioramas that we can use to put our figures with, those that aren't taken out of the package. That's awesome. Give us some loose figures though, like you do with those 4-packs. Give us a few of those so that we can put them in here. So we don't have to open up if we don't want to open up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. That'll do it for this episode. That was my Hasbro haul. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Check out all the other content on Red 5. Check me out on Instagram and the Facebook Star Wars Unboxing page. If it's still there, I've been hearing that anything with the word Star Wars in it is getting taken down. But it is just a page. I don't know if it's not really a group. So we'll see. But thank you again for Red 5 for supporting the channel. Check out all the other content on Red 5's network of podcasts and YouTube channels. We'll see you in the next video. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.